Welcome back to the LackLuster channel. A few months ago, I posted a video about Brian and his encounter with an unconstitutional checkpoint featuring Trooper Purnell from the Mississippi State Highway Patrol. And now we finally have an update.
If you don't mind, can you roll the windows down for me?
No, I'm good.
If you don't mind, can you roll the windows down for me, sir?
I can hear you.
Sir.
I can hear you.
I need you to roll the windows down.
I can hear you.
Sir, I need you to roll the windows down for me.
All
right, as a matter of fact, pull up past that vehicle right there.
Sure.
All right.
Brian pulls forward and waits as ordered by Officer Purnell.
Let me make sure my camera's
I'm
getting.
giving you lawful commands. I understand.
Is that a law?
Sir, I'm giving you lawful commands. I need you to roll the windows down for me.
All right, here's my license.
I'm asking you nicely.
No, sir.
I'm asking you nicely.
No, sir.
Roll the windows down.
No, sir. You can check my license. You can check my insurance. I can be on my way. I can hear you fine.
Okay.
It's not a law for me to roll my window down, sir.
Okay. All right, I'll be right back.
Trooper Purnell now takes Brian's documents and appears to return to his supervisor to ask what he should do next.
He said it's not a law for me to require him to roll his windows down.
Yeah, he showed it, but the thing about it is these windows are blacked out, so you can't see what's inside.
Correct. We would just block over them all down.
Well, at that point, you would just be like, step out.
Okay.
If you have his license, you smell hygiene. Thanks, sir. Yeah, if you guys license, they provided it. That's what we're doing, so
okay.
You got it.
All right.
Let's go back up there. And
explain the ticket, and I'm done with it.
I'm
done with it.
The reason why I was asking, you roll the window down.
No, man,
I can't see anything from an officer safety standpoint. I don't know what you're holding at, in there, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your window, can't see through it. Even hold his license through the windshield or the windshield and be like, can you see that? Or
Yeah.
I mean, he won't be able to.
Of course not.
You couldn't even see his face.
You couldn't.
Can you believe I was just standing right here and a bird shit on me?
Dude, really?
Yeah.
What's the odds of that happening?
About 6 minutes later, Trooper Purnell returns to Brian's vehicle.
All right. I issued you a tint violation. The reason for me having you to roll down your windows because I can't even identify you whatsoever. Your tint is too dark. I issued you a citation. If you have any questions, call the number right there. It will be a tint violation.
Appreciate it.
Drive safe. You have a good one.
And did you check my tent?
Sir?
What's your badge number? Name and badge number?
Sir, it's right there on that paper right
What's
there.
your name and badge number? He never checked my tent. Tent violation.
Brian was issued a citation for his factory window tint, though in the video, several vehicles are seen driving by with significantly darker tint, including the very windows of the cruisers being operated by Trooper Purnell. Mississippi traffic regulations require a light transmission of 28% or more. This can only be tested with a tint meter, rather than a subjective guess by a random trooper. Furthermore, the video gives the impression that the tint is far from an unlawful shade. On the citation, the trooper entered the incorrect year for the vehicle's model, and even though this occurred within DeSoto County, Trooper Purnell wrote in Tunica County.
Hey, he had his phone out recording at that point. What's your name and dad's number?
About a month after the first story was published, Brian received a new citation, with the incorrect county crossed out and DeSoto County written in. Brian would go on to fight the ticket, and while in court, Trooper Purnell testified that the tint was so dark that he could not see through the windows. Brian cross-examined Trooper Purnell, asking if he had used a tint meter to determine whether the tint met the legal limit. The trooper obviously had not, and claimed that he could tell the tint was unlawful, based on his experience alone. But then, Brian played his dashcam video for the court, and at the very end of the dashcam that you just witnessed, here, after the trooper gives Brian the citation and was walking away, you can hear Brian ask for Trooper Purnell's name and badge number.
Drive safe. You have a good one.
And did you check my tent?
Sir?
What's your badge number? Name and badge number?
The trooper states that it was on the paper right there.
Sir, it's right there on that paper right there.
What's your name and badge number?
And it's at this frame, showing the trooper looking directly through the window and pointing at the exact location of where the citation is. This frame was enough for the judge, who then stopped the video and declared that he finds Brian not guilty. The court didn't even get a chance to get to the trooper's dash cam, but had that video made it into evidence, the court would have seen that when Brian's vehicle comes into frame, you can clearly see the driver's side window. It also demonstrates that he is mocking Brian for having his phone out.
Hey, he had his phone out recording at that point. What's your name and dad's number?
Brian now plans on making a complaint with Internal Affairs for retaliation and for stating in court under oath that he could not see inside the vehicle, even though on his own dashcam he admits that he can. Brian also plans to address these issues with his attorney to pursue civil action. Let me know what you think of this interaction, and if you like this video, check out another one linked on screen.